If the unseen feels more at home to you than the seen, then this space is for you. Here on Illuminate Your Truth, the spirit world is valid. I'm your host, Elena Isis. Let's dive on in. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really wanted to talk a little bit about an experience that I had recently. I went on an ayahuasca journey. This has been my second journey with this plant medicine, and I really just wanted to kind of share it with you all. So thank you for holding space for this conversation. So this journey was particularly different than my first ayahuasca experience, mostly because I had actually started my menstrual cycle that very day, and apparently that is a time when you're so sensitive, and so I needed to get protection actually put over my womb and my crown. And Pam, one of the shaman healers there, she was the one who really kind of protected that area for me, so I was really grateful for that. But she also told me before that my journey would probably be more grounding. And you know me, I am always one who really just wants to blow the lid off of the container, Like, I want the highest experience available to humankind. I want to experience it. Crown chakra love right there. But she told me, she was like, this is probably going to be more of a grounded journey for you, so just know that. And we may go easy on you, so you may not be taking as much. And I was like, okay. I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, oh man, I wanted to blow the lid off, but apparently Spirit had a whole different plan for me. Isn't that funny? And so I was ready and got prepared, had that protection around me. And then we all just kind of started, the journey. I had some intentions before going into the journey. I really wanted to connect with my ancestors. Like, I really felt like I needed to talk to them, and it was a serious conversation. I wasn't actually sure what the conversation was about to begin with, and I didn't really need to. I just needed to know that I needed to talk to them. I also wanted to release a few things, definitely some blocks with, money, and I really wanted to open my heart. I wanted the plant medicine to do what it needed to do in order for me to feel like I could move. Because there's certain times in your life that you feel kind of stuck and you feel like you're doing all of the things, but things are still really staying the same. Sometimes you really need that little extra push, and that's what this journey was for me. And so those were my intentions. I also really wanted some more clarity on my sex priestess work, my, sacred divine feminine work, my womb priestess work, all of these things that are really close to my heart. I just wanted clarity, and so that's what I went in there to do. Now, my experience, wow, totally different than my first experience with ayahuasca. This was a grounded experience. I was actually in my body the entire journey, and I actually had to close my eyes and try to see the visuals because I didn't have much I didn't have much visuals, but I was hearing a lot, I was feeling a lot, and I really wanted to move. Like, I really wanted to move my body. Now, I was so excited when my Filipino ancestors came through, and I have not worked with these ancestors yet, and I hadn't really, like, talked to them or, like, experienced their energy. But all of the women from that line of my bloodline came through, and they shared with me an abundance dance. And oh my God, what a beautiful dance. The dance is usually done to a body of water. And it's this beautiful dance of like hip circles, and you're on the ground and you're just kind of moving your hips in circles, and your arms are just going front to back and you're just circling. And whenever I was doing it, I envisioned myself holding like a bowl of fruit, and that was like this abundant energy as I'm moving it around with my body, offering it to the ocean, offering it to the sea, offering it to the earth. And it's just this beautiful dance that they showed me, and I was doing the dance. It was beautiful. I was really able to clear my heart, open my heart, and just receive the massive abundance that is available to me, to everyone, really. We just have to like open up to it and really receive it. So I was really able to open up to that. I was really able to talk to one of my great grandmothers and really have a one-on-one conversation with her. Well, it was basically her just like kind of like yelling at me, just kind of like, you need to stop doing this certain thing. And it's just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I won't do it, I see it. And actually with that part, it was a total like dysfunctional family thing, like that flows through my maternal lineage, that kind of was working its way out through me and like with my daughter. And so it was really important to get rid of and like to heal and let go of. And actually with that, I purged that. So like they give you they tell you to bring a bucket because you're probably gonna throw up. And like the throwing up is good. It's the purging. It's the physical releasing of negative energy. And so I purged that, and that was amazing. My relationship with my daughter right now is completely different and like 100% better than it was. And I really do give it to that experience. Really helped open my eyes. It gives you that kind of like epiphany. I love having epiphanies. Wow. And so that I was able to do that. That was beautiful work. I was also just like really touching my body. Like I remember just like running my hands up my neck and like down my body and just really feeling myself and loving what I felt, while I was doing that. And I don't actually do that a lot. Like I don't actually like self-massage or self-soothe, and it was just really nice to connect with my body because I'm always so, in the clouds. I'm always so like everywhere else. So really just being in tune with my body and what movement feels like and how it benefits me a lot whenever I am moving higher energies around, down, up, through my body. So that was a powerful experience, and I really had a lot of fun with the dancing and the moving and feeling my body and connecting. I actually, at one point, I ran into the bathroom. We were like indoors. We did this journey indoors, and we were actually I was in the bathroom, and I was like looking at my face in the mirror. And I know that they always say like if you're tripping or like on any kind of like psychedelic, to never look at your face in the mirror because you can like go off into like a whole nother world. And sometimes that may not be good for you at that moment, but every time I am on some type of psychedelic, I have to look in the mirror And I have to like stare in my eyes. And it may freak me out sometimes, but like I have to do it because that's really when you can have those one-on-one moments with your soul just by staring into your eyes. And so I was just staring into my eyes. I was scrunching my face up and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I need to treat my skin better. Like I'm looking at my pores and like my face is dirty and I'm like, I have to do better, for myself and for my body because I'm important and I deserve this. And I was just like in the mirror, just making funny faces, but like really getting serious about the things that I really needed to do for myself. And, my ancestors came through for that. And a lot of the lessons were just how to be a better mom, how to be a good mom, and like how that's my number one job here. And I really needed that because after having these years of like boss babe energy, like being totally like lost in my career, it's like it's so crazy when you become a mom because it's like that takes such, that's like it, like that's my main thing. Like if my baby is sick, like that's what I'm going to be doing is taking care of my baby. Like, and coming from that like boss babe era of my life, now going into more of like this motherhood era, it's really shifted a lot within myself. And so I feel like my ancestors know that, see that happening, and they're really just kind of stepping forward for me as far as like guidance and helping me. My grandmothers, my ancestors, they do step forward for me in ways like that. All I do have to do is ask for assistance, but usually they're kind of just talking to me and guiding me while I'm living my life. And they're kind of like in the background, but I can always ask them to come forward and assist me. That relationship is really close, and it was so good to connect with them during this journey. I really enjoyed that. I also remember part of the journey where I was like wiping away my limiting beliefs, and I started like wiping them away. Like I was calling down light codes and wiping them away with my hands, and I was just like waving them while I'm dancing. I was dancing this whole time. And by the way, the pain in my body went away. Like I had this stiffness like the whole time before, and while I was journeying, no pain. Like I felt so fluid. Like I felt like the ocean, just like waves while I was moving. It was really interesting. But I was wiping away the negative like things that I would tell myself, limiting beliefs. And as I was wiping them away, I realized that I was also waving goodbye to them. And then I just started waving goodbye to them, and I allowed them to leave. And I cleared out my heart chakra, and I just kind of gave it to the ocean, to the water. And then I received abundance. It was a phenomenal journey. I really connected with myself, with my ancestors, and I was really able to heal some ancestral trauma, which is always one of my top things to do. It's so fun. So fun. And it really just gave me this sense of peace within, this sense of ease, and I still carry it with me. Grandma Aya is what I call her. Aya, she has this nurturing energy, but she's very real with you and loving. And I say find the right healer, shaman that, use your discernment when seeking a professional for this, but I definitely say if you really want to expand your consciousness, if you really want to work through trauma, if you really want to heal your life, your mind, your spirit, connect with your higher self, I definitely say try an ayahuasca journey. It's definitely life-changing. Use your discernment in finding someone to help facilitate that for you. It can be a really beautiful thing. Oh, wow. That was beautiful. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. I had so much fun talking about it, and I am really grateful for whoever stuck to the end. It's now like holiday time, and so I hope you are having the most wonderful holiday season. All right. I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.